So, everybody in life has gotten rejected, but nobody has taken it quite as bad as this guy has. There's been people who have taken groupings of rejection really bad, but I don't think one rejection has been taken this badly, at least not in like this viral video sense. Like, I'm not talking about throughout history, but this is one of the worst reactions I've ever seen to a rejection. Normally, normal people would just be like, oh, okay, she doesn't like me, I'm gonna move on. My attempt here was not good. But that's not what this guy did. So I'm gonna start off with the first clip.
The Cracker Barrel, and I was going to play a song for a woman that I kind of like. And I got there, and she saw me, and she immediately pulled away. And I wasn't forcing her to listen or anything, I just wanted to play the song for her, give her her own choice if she wanted to be with me.
So he's already phrasing it a little bit weird. Where I was just saying I was giving her her own choice to be with me. Like, yeah, hopefully that's what you're doing. Why are you... It's like he's preemptively defending himself for a charge that hasn't been even filed against him, or like a verbal accusation that hasn't even been said yet. It's like he knows what he did is wrong, and we're going to get into what he did wrong in a little bit. But he's already like aware of it. He's processing it in his mind, and he's like, oh, okay, all right, how am I going to defend this? Because I look like a fool. What am I going to do? And it's just so odd. It's so weird to play music for a girl and be like, yeah, this is the way I'm gonna get. This is the window to her soul. This right here, I'm going to play this music for her. Putty in my hand.
Does she know you?
Yeah, I worked with her there for like 5-6 months.
Did y'all have a relationship?
No, we were talking a little bit, but it never really got serious.
Okay.
But anyways, I pulled up there, and I was in the other parking lot, and I saw her get in her car, and I was like, oh shoot, it's my moment. So I pulled up there next to her, and she pulled away from me, and so I chased her a little bit, just because, I don't know, women are crazy. Like, I felt like she wanted me to chase her.
Do you not think chasing somebody's crazy?
Well, it's just like, I only went like a couple blocks down the street.
Yeah, man, women are crazy. That's why I had to chase her down the street blasting my music. What? Do you not hear yourself? Genuinely, like, oh yeah, I think she wanted me to chase her. What gave you that indication? Really, did she look at you and say, hey, catch up with me? Or did she look at you and then floor the gas? Because there's two very different lessons to be learned from those two interactions right there. The first one, she wants you to, chase after her, which is stupid because you shouldn't be playing around in cars. But the second one is her trying to get away from you fast, which clearly indicates that she's not interested in whatever you're doing.
Her father called me up, and he made some threats to me and to my life.
Okay.
And so I just want to have his name on file.
What did he say to you?
I think he said he's going to stab me, but he's like cussing at me.
He said that, or he did say that?
He says, I'm going to do something to you. I swear I'd do something to you.
For chasing his daughter?
Yeah, but it wasn't chasing. It was like going down a couple streets. Like, that's like fun to women. Like, women like that. A little bit of excitement.
No, they don't.
Yeah, women like it when I chase them down. Again, this guy is not hearing himself. I really doubt that this guy has had like a conversation with a woman where she's been like, yeah, I really like it when men chase me in their cars while I'm trying to get away from them. Like, did you not sit there, while you were chasing this woman down several blocks? Okay, so this isn't like just right down the street to a light. Like, this is a lot of time for you to think this through, and you're thinking, yeah, man, I know she likes this, man. I know that as soon as I finally catch her, she's gonna be like, we should go out on a date. You fought for me. You knew what I wanted when I didn't even know. Like, that's not how people work. That's not how women work. That's not how men work. That's not how anybody works. If they're trying to get away from you, chances are they don't want to be around you.
Women don't like to be chased.
What about
if I was a
porn?
father, I'd probably tell you the same thing.
What about like BDSM porn, where women like to have rape fantasies?
Well, apparently this girl doesn't.
Well, who knows? Most women do like having rape fantasies.
Most women know. What does that have to do with anything? You don't know this girl well enough to be doing stuff like that. Like, obviously, because And if you do know her well enough, you should know that she doesn't want to be chased down the road blasting your music at her. That's just, it's so weird. Like, what was in the specific song that was like, what did you think it was, like a mating call? Like, this is how I know, like, this guy has never actually been around women, or actually, like, probably even dated women, because there's no way there's been, like, women who have been, like, listening to his music and been like, this is a date offering. And I'm not even saying, like, oh, nobody would go out with this guy. I'm just saying that if he thinks this is a way to ask out women, there's no way he's actually ever been out with one.
Well, this is one song I made, and this was the final chance I was going to have.
Here's my chance. Here's my advice. It's over. Leave her alone.
Okay.
Fathers will hurt you over their daughters.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is she needs to have her own free will, man. You not understand? I'm a man myself, bro, and I have needs myself.
She's choosing her free will by telling her daddy what happened to you, and I'm telling you, stay away from her because he will hurt you probably.
She's being controlled by him.
She chose to call her father to get rid of you. I don't know how her father reached you. What must have happened is he must have caught up to her, and he was like on the phone. She was on the phone with her dad, and then she was like, "Oh, my dad wants to talk to you real quick since we're gonna go out or something," just to like get him to chill. And then the dad was like, "Stay away from my daughter." And then the guy was like, "Oh my God, this man is controlling his daughter." Like, it's so ridiculous. Also, when anybody with a southern accent, when you say, "Oh, this was my this," and then they say, "Well, here's my this," and they say the exact same noun that you said, just listen to them. As long as it's not going to hurt you, it's probably in your best interest to just listen to them. I don't know why this guy is just so off the walls. Like, he really self-reported himself to the police. Like, "Oh yeah, I was following this girl, but it was just a joke, though. It was just a joke." Like, at what point do you not realize, geez, man, maybe I shouldn't call the police on myself? I'm glad he did, though, you know, just so he isn't like harming anybody. But like, in your own mind, why would you essentially tattle on yourself?
That's fine. That's her choice, right? Free choice, free will.
I think she should go do porn.
Okay, you need to leave.
It's legal.
You need to leave.
Well,
we're not doing anything. You need to leave.
I'm having discussion on.
I'm having a discussion telling you to leave.
That's just so weird. Like, why do you keep bringing up weird stuff, bro? Like, chill out. You're supposed to be reporting this guy. This isn't the time, place, or people you should be discussing with. This isn't something you should be thinking about people in real life that you know, much less saying about people. Like, do you not realize how weird that is? Like, dude, like, it's so uncomfortable. And I'm glad the guy was immediately like, "All right, I've had enough of you. Just get out, go, just leave." And you know, the guy was shocked. He was like, "Whoa, what did I say?" Like, oh my goodness, just talk about being unaware. Talk about lack of self-awareness. Jeez, it's embarrassing. I'm surprised this guy, because this guy was the one who posted this video. He really thought that he was vindicated enough to go, "Man, I'm gonna put this out. Like, I'm gonna show the people what's really going on."
You know what happens when women don't ever, come to terms with themselves? The bad shit happens. I don't know. Something, the cops want to deny.
Why are you speaking so ominously? Like, dude, what do you think this is, dude? Like, you're it's like you're playing a game. You're playing a game and you're picking the worst dialogue options. It's like playing Telltale's The Walking Dead and doing a scumbag run through where you just do the most things to make the most people mad. Zero self-awareness, zero social awareness, just saying and doing the worst possible thing at the worst possible moment. It's so odd, dude. What are you talking about, women coming to terms with themselves, or whatever he said? It's complete nonsense. when the bad stuff happens. What bad stuff, dude? It's like a threat or something. So, as weirdly as like Brie Larson that makes me sound like, what are you trying to say here? What point are you trying to convey here? This is so ridiculous.
Me trying to get her to be straight. Something is wrong about that. I don't see why these traditional ass motherfuckers think they can speak shit whenever it's this woke, belligerent LGBT shit that has her right now. I just don't see it. I'm older than her fucking father. That's how I feel right now.
Dude, what is that weird thing he keeps doing with his eyebrows in that clip? It's so dude. Jeez, it's so uncomfortable to watch. It's like, it's surprisingly uncomfortable to watch. I truly wonder what this guy's thought process was throughout this whole ordeal. Also, apparently, whole time this girl was a lesbian. So, geez, that threw me for a complete loop. And then you say you feel like you're older than her father. What makes you think that? Genuinely, I'm curious. Like, what makes you think like you're like in a position to be like, I'm clearly the mature one in this situation. I don't know what everybody else is doing. Clearly, I'm in the right here. Like, it's just, jeez. Anyway, I wanted to show you a snippet of this guy's music. This stellar musician right here. This beautiful artist. The artesian he is. That's not the right word. Here it is.
As fire sprout to the moon, to the top and grow. Elements coming together now. Feel the rap.
Clearly the greatest music to hit the 21st century. He's up there with Beethoven. This is actually the worst music I've heard in a very long time. That it's genuinely worse than parody music that is purposely made bad. Like, it's like music made by somebody who was trying to say metal. It's just people screaming, and then he just screams, but it's being like sung like it's serious. Like, it's horrible. It's horrible. So, I mean, you're basically trying to ask this girl out, playing the banging of pots and pans while you let off a death rattle in the background, and you think this isn't enticing and it's going to get you a girlfriend. And the whole time, this girl isn't even into you because she isn't into guys in general. Oh my goodness, bro. Like, and what's crazy is this guy ended up getting like arrested for like, I think it was harassment, which duh. He probably would have gotten away with this too if he didn't call the police. That's the funniest part. Like, he really chose to call the police out of like I need this guy's name to be put on a list immediately. People who make these kinds of threats cannot be allowed to roam free. And then he basically got arrested for all the stuff that he admitted to in that video and then posted online. This guy, he might have like genuine mental health issues. So even though I've been bagging on him for the entire video, I don't want to be like, oh my gosh, this guy's a horrible person, and he might cause violence, because I think he's a danger. I don't think he should be. I don't want to say he should be in jail, so I'm not gonna say he shouldn't be roaming free. But it's just, he's doing all the wrong things at the wrong time, and it's just so bad and so uncomfortable. But I'm gonna end off things here. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.